Tantor here with a recap of an underwhelming Georgia Tech loss to Miami, 35-14. Well, Zach Pyron got the start at quarterback today with another injury week for Jeff Sims. Well, we stick with the pattern that I've been doing all the while, the good and the bad. There were some goods. McCollum at wide receiver, he was awesome. Every time the ball hits his hands, he catches it and makes something happen. He was phenomenal today. He got a touchdown in the 99-yard touchdown drive, caught a bunch of passes, over 100 yards again. McCollum was on it today, and I just like what he needs to do. Only thing that I wish he would do better is his punt returns. Just fair catch the ball, because letting them roll inside the 5 is not working out. So just take it upon yourself. I want the ball in your hands. I trust you. Make the fair catch no matter where it's at out there and stop that ball from rolling, all right? You know, I will say there's another good thing about this, the defensive adjustments. I like the defensive adjustments. I mean, Miami, what they were doing the whole game was spreading us out and running it right at us, and then their passing game was nothing but screen left and screen right. And Miami was just trying to run it down our throats all game. And for the most part, it worked. But we made, in the second half, we made some defensive adjustments. I mean, what we did was we walked down our safety into the box. We widened our linebackers a little bit. We brought our slot guy in on blitzes, and we really stopped their running game. And I know you say, oh, well, they scored 35 points, 21 in the second half. Yeah, but one was a pick six, and the other 2 touchdowns were on really incredibly short fields, all right? This game could have easily been 7-0 Georgia Tech, because the 2 most important things you need to know is 4 and 20. 4, the number of interceptions our quarterbacks threw. Horrible play at quarterback today. No other way of putting it. All right, you're not going to win with 4 picks, and one of them was a pick 6. It's just not going to happen. 20, the number of missed tackles. I keep my own stats, and I had 20 missed tackles, and that was it. We were hitting the running back and the quarterback for Miami around the line of scrimmage or a yard past the line of scrimmage, sometimes even in the backfield. And then they would run through these arm tackles. If we just would cut that down to 5 or 6, Miami doesn't score, period. End of story. And then their 3 touchdown passes were all on blown coverages. But they weren't even been down in the end zone. They would have still been throwing those stupid little screen passes all game long that they were running through our arm tackles. Missed tackles killed us. That's what nailed us. So that gets us to the bad. The poor tackling with the missed tackles. We've already went over the punt team that, punt coverage is bad. We just have too many parts in there that are not consistent. And not everybody there is doing their job like they're supposed to be. I don't like the running back rotation. I think Smith is the best running back there, but he's getting less than 20% of the snaps. No. He needs to be getting 50% of the snaps. Divvy up the other 50 between the other 3 backs, all right? But Smith needs to get more touches. He doesn't drop the ball out of the backfield. Our running backs are checked down, and having a running back that's dropping more passes than they're catching, which we do have, it just doesn't work with our offense. So Smith needs to be out there. He needs to be our check down, and he can do something when he gets it. He really does show when he touches the ball. Look, what I don't like, that third quarter flea flicker that we threw the INT down there at their goal line, that was such a bad play call. But I think Pyron was already injured on that. Team needs to know, hey, if your quarterback's injured, you can't sit there and run that play. I mean, it's a 14-7 game. That cost us the game right there. Game completely flipped. Quarterback play, it was pretty bad. So, going forward, if Pyron's hurt, I think Pyron's probably the best quarterback we have. That first interception, he was trying to make something happen. That second one, I think he was hurt, but that's my opinion. I don't have proof of that. After that, if we don't have Pyron, I'd say give Taysom a try. I mean, what can it hurt? We've got UNC and UGA at the end of this year. I think UNC is overrated. UGA is not overrated. But we've got to remember something. In 2021, the big number there in the final 2 games was 100-0. If we do better than that this year, it is a win. This season's a win anyway. We got rid of Jeff Collins as the coach, all right? That's huge. So this year's a success already by getting rid of Coach Jeff Collins. Now, final 2 games, let's just do better than 100-0. Let's score some points. Let's try to make it a little closer. And, hey, let some of the kids play. Let Taysom take a couple snaps back there. Can't do any worse than 2 picks in the fourth quarter like this one was. So it's pretty horrible. All right, we'll see you next week. Let's just hope that we can score some points, keep it close against UNC, and try to expose their defense. See you then.